Ah, I see we have some listeners looking to join the gents for their tea time. Right this way, right this way. And as you know, they have reserved the Velvet Room once again, so please keep your hands off the walls. Today's menu will consist of cheap liquor, and I believe the lads have procured some hot dogs as well. Just follow me up the stairs here. Here we are. Enjoy your meal, gentlemen. Enjoy your meal.
Welcome to the Chance of Negli-Gents Podcast. I'm the host, Roman. Today we have Ghost in the Show, a very prolific streamer and artist on the podcast. Ghost, tell us about yourself. Or introduce yourself and everything.
Yeah, firstly, thank you for having me, Roman, on this podcast. And yeah, just like what Roman introduced, I am Ghost in the Show. I am a variety streamer. I mostly stream as of 2023, just chatting and co-working streams, and Dead by Daylight and Valorant, and a few art streams. But soon later, I'll be streaming a lot of other horror games because there will be a lot of comeback horror games soon. And right now, I am also close to like 2K followers. So let's
Yes!
go for it.
Let's go! Meanwhile, I just hit
And
my 500.
yeah, congrats though. That's a big achievement actually.
I'm excited for that maid outfit stream. Let's go.
Let's go. That's very that's very eye-catching. Cue the rock
Thank you,
music.
thank you. Let me just play with my hair.
Indeed.
So I see that you never show your face. Is that why is that?
I see. Initially, I was shy in showing my face because, insecurity and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And also, I'm ugly.
What? Doubt? Hashtag doubt?
Doubt.
Press X to doubt?
But later on, I would just like, if ever I was gonna put on a webcam back at 2020 or 2021, I would just use my Plague Doctor costume or
Mhm.
cosplay as my Plague Doctor, that is. And maybe I just really like the mystery behind people thinking like, who the heck is Ghost in the Show? What does he look like? How does he has long fabulous hair? For some people, it's like once
Like
they
me.
see like me the web, yeah. Once they see the webcast, like they say that, dude, you have so fabulous hair. It's better than mine. For some reason, I don't really know why. But
Mhm.
yeah, that's the first thing mostly people notice because yeah, the hair specifically.
Mhm.
And yeah, I do tease in one of my other social media like my face, but it's not really shown. It's just censored at most.
Is there like a goal you have set in mind, or like will there be a face reveal in the future, or for like let's say if you reach like I don't know like 10,000 YouTube subscribers or something.
Actually, I did, and I had a clip of actually someone clipped what I said initially back at 2021.
Mhm.
2021 or 2020, I aim to do a face reveal at Twitch partner. So
Let's
it's a
go.
long grind. It's a long grind, but very much possible.
Okay, so
Just really
Twitch
hard work
partner,
commit.
face reveal confirmed. Okay.
Yeah. And that's it. But I would make some maybe exceptions to like maybe a sabaton or a birthday stream. That's it.
Hmm.
Cause,
Twitch partner seems like
cause
a really good goal.
yeah. I mean, for some people, it's like, hey yo, this motherfucker has been waiting for Twitch Twitch partner, but he looks so damn ugly.
They'd be like, all right, and face reveal.
I
Just lose
face
all your
reveal.
followers. Everyone
Hey yo, he look,
unsubscribes.
yeah, he looks so ugly.
That's
But yeah,
that's what happens to me every stream. I don't know what you mean.
nah, I don't believe. Where? Why is there a lie?
I'm just saying, like every time I stream, like after I finish streaming, I go back down by a few followers, and then whenever I stream, I go back up and I go back down.
I see.
So people are like, I'm not obligated to follow this person. I'm leaving. Goodbye. Oh,
Actually,
sorry.
I've seen several other streamers as well
Mm-hmm.
before that. Initially, I saw a streamer. I had the same idea
Mm-hmm.
of like if they get like 1,000 subs, they would do a face reveal or face cam stream. And right now they're doing pretty well with just being maintaining a face cam stream.
Mm-hmm.
They're a good streamer, basically. And I don't really remember if there were backlash or like them not supporting, but well, I'm assuming initially that a lot of people were supporting because yeah, afterwards that person like was confident enough to like open their face cam and stream moderately with their face cam.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And yeah, just to go back a little bit. Initially the requirements would be Twitch partner,
Mm-hmm.
but there may be a bit exception of like a birthday stream or subathon. And initially, I'm not yet 100% sure. I'm still debating. But this year, maybe on my birthday, I will do a 12-hour subathon birthday stream. And one of the goals would be one of the milestones or goals would be me opening my webcam. That is,
Oh,
I'm not yet
okay.
sure.
That's interesting. Because I like you all always see like YouTubers doing stuff like that or VTubers, and I've never actually known somebody like uh that does that like that is willing to go through that personally to do that. Um.
Ah, actually, this idea of like a face cam subathon, I'm just copying it from someone. I just saw it one of their posters, one of their
Mhm.
like sub goals, and yeah, they're gonna open their camera on like a certain amount of subs, and that's it. And I'm not sure if they managed to reach like the final goal, but I did see that they were able to reach like the webcam goal and the face cam goal. That's it.
That's interesting. I mean, that's a pretty good goal because curiosity will drive that, I guess. Uh,
Indeed, indeed.
People to like follow and subscribe to eventually be like, hey, I wonder what you look like, even if you're butt ugly, as you so claim. um.
True.
Okay. So, my next question is, um, tell us about like where you live and what's it like over there. I guess that's more of a statement.
Yeah, it's alright. Wait. I won't share exactly where I live and live,
Yeah, don't dox yourself. I
but
just mean
no,
like,
I'm not gonna dox myself. But yeah, I live in the Philippines. Oh my gosh, the Philippines. We is fucked up.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
it is a 13-hour time difference.
yeah. There's a lot of time difference, but I live in the Philippines and wait, sorry. Can you come back to the question? Where do I live? Then like how is it here?
Yeah,
Was it
what do you think is different in the Philippines that's different from the U.S.?
I would say, yeah, other than the time zone, there's, for me, those first time I've learned from European and uh, American countries, North America and South America countries,
Hmm.
there's daylight savings. Like wow, there's like a big difference
It's like
because
time travel.
yeah, yeah, because oftentimes there is a streamer who's like streaming at 11 p.m. for me, and I will go to support them that time when I was still a small streamer.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, they said that there's gonna be daylight savings time, so it's gonna be on 10 p.m. my time. So that's early. So it's just good. But that later on, it's gonna come back. It's like, nah, it's gonna be 11 again, motherfucker.
And then you're just like, oh, come on, man. Why are you
Oh,
like this every time?
yeah, and I think the thing is as well from the Philippines is we also have Jollibee, but learning some of the menus in the US, there are like some how do I say it? There are like variations that like added for what US are used to. There are like curly fries
Mm-hmm.
as well as what is nachos? I don't remember if there are nachos in Jollibee in the US, but there are some features.
What is
There are
Jolly
some
B?
Jollibee.
Yeah.
Okay. Jollibee is a fast food chain started in the Philippines. Now it's being international.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, you never had
I've
Jollibee?
never had it. I've never heard of it. So this is why I'm
Oh
just like
my god.
this is
It's
why
all
I'm just
right.
like,
It's all
what
right.
is it? I must
All
have it.
right. All right. No worries. So yeah, just to recap, Jollibee is a fast food chain here in the Philippines,
Mm-hmm.
and right now it's growing internationally, and
Yes.
basically it's not much different from other fast foods, but it's very distinct.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna get spaghetti, it's gonna be sweet spaghetti, which a
Spaghetti.
lot of yeah, a lot of Filipinos really like. If you're gonna get chicken, it's like really crunchy and really good chicken. It's like butt fuck delicious chicken. And we have a burger, steak, and rice, but I don't know if the U.S. has those or any other Jollibee branch in other countries have those. From what I can check on other menus, that is. Well, yeah, Jollibee not sponsored, but
Not sponsored,
very
but hopefully
much,
in the future.
very, but do try to check it out. It's very
I'll
wonderful
I'll
indeed.
have to look them up. Are they like
Yeah.
a? Is there
Uh,
anything that you could compare it to that's like kind of close to it? Like, is it like an Asian food restaurant? Is it like a fast food place? Is it like
yeah,
a
it's a
Burger
fast food
King
place.
or McDonald's or like Taco Bell or Jack in the Box or something?
I'm not familiar with Jack in the Box and the other things, but for chicken, for the chicken parts, how do I say? I'm sorry, I'm not really familiar with the menus in the US,
Oh,
but
that's
I
that's
could
that's
say,
that's
yeah,
fair.
yeah, yeah. What I can say based on my Hawaiian friends,
Mm-hmm.
they really like Jollibee and uh, hmm, they they really like they really like Jollibee, and the chicken
Mm-hmm.
I would say is yeah, I'm gonna say it. The chicken's better than KFC.
I mean,
It's
listen, I'm
crunch.
not a big
Yeah,
fan of like KFC because I don't really go to KFC.
I see. I see.
There's one not too far from me, and I'm like, I think it's overrated. I've had it like
I
once.
see. I see. All right, maybe I'm gonna be saying it overrated, but yeah, for me, Jollibee is like really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I won't have it every day. That is.
Okay, fair enough.
I
Fair
would
enough.
have it with friends. That is, but it's good.
Okay.
Base here in the Philippines, the chicken is better than KFC. The burger steak, it's unique actually. I don't actually like no. It's better than McDonald's burger steak if there is, but there is McDonald's burger steak, but it's burger steak here in Jollibee. It's much better. And spaghetti, I don't know. It's just unique. It's like it's like if people eat spaghetti, it's the first time that it's a sweet spaghetti on Jollibee. And also there's hot dogs. I don't think
I think hot dogs are
internationally
pretty much
people
the same.
yeah, I
Overrated.
don't think people add hot dogs in their spaghetti, but us, we're like, hey yo, this is gonna be sweet spaghetti. We don't care.
I mean,
And we're gonna add hot dog to it. It's
hey,
like
that doesn't
actually
sound
I
too
was
bad.
yeah, I was actually shocked seeing how other spaghettis are. It's like, damn, this spaghetti is not that sweet. So yeah, I was a bit shocked. And then I learned in other countries, like, that's how they make their spaghetti?
Yeah, they don't
Eh.
make it sweet everywhere else. It's usually marinara sauce, which is just like
Yeah,
tomato
just
paste
marinara
and
sauce.
like
Oh, and
seasoning.
cheese.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
and then
cheese
cheese.
and like giant meatballs. Yeah.
And
Um I like how we got sidetracked with food. We're
yeah,
both
it's
hungry, I
alright.
guess. Have you ever been to the US or would you ever come visit?
Um, actually, I mean, why not go to the US if I have the chance, right? For
Mhm.
me, at most. Why not go to the country you haven't been yet, if given a chance? But for me, I will. I'm not yet planning, but hopefully I can, cause well, yeah, it's gonna be expensive as shit going to the US, cause
TwitchCon 2024, let's go.
actually that's a good thing. But if you think about it, like dollars and pesos they have a really big difference. But
Mhm.
why not go to the US? What's just gonna be shocking for me later on if I do, is a lot of things. Who do I say? Maybe the taillight savings is gonna be a big shocker once I'm there.
Oh
And
yeah, the
then
jet
like,
lag. You're going to be so
actually,
tired.
wait, another thing is like another shock is for the utilities in the bathrooms. Like,
Mhm.
I don't have it right now, but basically tissues,
Mhm.
and you don't. I'm not sure yet for some of the facilities, but they don't have often bidets, which is the spray thing that you can
Right.
use to
I
spray
have
your
a bidet at
ass.
home. It's
Okay.
great. It's I
Yeah.
like you can buy one for like $100 and put it like install it in your toilet here.
Oh my gosh. Wait. Actually,
Save
that's another
save so
thing
much
that's gonna
money
be
on toilet
shocking.
paper.
That's a thing as well. It's like $100. Dang, dude. How many Jollibees we could have it for the Philippines?
You're like, I
Because
will
that's
give you
like,
$100 to take back to the Philippines. Enjoy all the Jollibees you
yeah. Because for me, yeah, another thing is gonna be the shock for the prices at most. Cause what is? I think it's like 499, or yeah, 499 for
like four
one
hundred
meal
ninety
in,
nine.
no, wait, $4.99
Oh okay.
for one Jollibee meal in the US. I'm not yet familiar with
Oh
the
okay.
prices, but that would be like, what is it? 250, 250. Yeah, 250 at most. And that doesn't even have a drinks or anything, from what I can know.
You're like, oh my god, it's so
Yeah,
expensive over there.
it's so expensive. That's gonna be a thing. That's sort of factor.
Listen,
So
sometimes you gotta pay primo dollar for having a clean butthole. You know,
yeah, and then you're
no
gonna
wiping
pay
needed.
primo dollar for like a jolly meal, which is expensive as well.
Oh man,
God.
I'll have to come visit you in the Philippines, I guess.
I mean, why not?
I'll bring all the money. I'll just be like, all right, I've got money. Let's go to Jollibee. We'll just buy this restaurant.
Hey
Like, I
yo,
have $100. What can I buy at Jollibee for $100?
actually, just to share a fun thing. I mean, well, not really a fun thing. Maybe some trivia. It's like some foreigners go to the Philippines, and then like, because the Philippines is like really into social media, and
Mm-hmm.
oftentimes the views of majority of like traveler influencers or travelers who go to the Philippines, like, hey yo, here we are in the Philippines. They're gonna be like, mabuhay. I've seen a lot of foreign, not streamers, foreign YouTubers and Facebook videos page,
Content
which,
creators.
yeah, content creators
Mm-hmm.
who kind of milk views from the Philippines by just going in the Philippines. And that's actually a big idea. but at the same time, it's like, hey, yo, why are you guys kind of why are you guys into it?
Like
Because
what?
it's just yeah,
They're just like
but
super
basically
excited to see content
yeah,
creators.
in a sense, seeing a content creator experience like the Filipino things, like the Filipino everyday lives, is like
Mm-hmm.
wow, a big wow. And what is it? It's like just Pinoy pride, I would say, because hey yo, this is what we eat. This is the street food we have. This is like the Jollibee, something like that. And then they're just really excited to like see reactions of content creators. It's like another thing. It's like there's another video where one content creator, I tried Jollibee for the first time in the Philippines, and then they have a big spaghetti roll, and they're like, and it's like, wow, gosh, definitely a good spaghetti. They're gonna be
That's
like
some
that,
good
and then
spaghetti.
I know somebody touch my spaghetti, and then people in the comments will be like, hey yo, like Mac, stay safe in the Philippines. That's good content. Hope you eat well and stuff like that. And then there's gonna be like Filipino comments like, potang ina, nakita ko yun sa ano. I just saw them in Jollibee.
Like,
It's gonna be
hey man,
random
I just
stuff.
followed them. They were over at Jollibee.
Yeah, but that's
Man, maybe that's the secret to me growing on Twitch. I have to go to the Philippines
maybe.
and go eat at Jollibee and record myself eating at Jollibee.
I mean, why not,
Maybe
bro?
that'll be it. It's just be like, all right, we're all gonna bond over food.
I mean, why not? And another thing, I think that's a culture shock. But there are some places in the Jollibee where, Jollibee. There are some places in the Philippines, if you're ever gonna come, it's
Mm-hmm.
like they charge dollar prices basically,
Mm-hmm.
and for us, it's like a big, a big shocker as well. It's like, dude, that's too expensive as fuck, even for Filipino standards. But what I've learned is basically we're not the target audience
Mm-hmm.
oftentimes.
Well, yeah, that's
If
tourism.
yeah, that's tourism really, and that's really sad because basically if let's say me, I'm gonna go to like another part of the Philippines, let's say Cebu or Boracay, and since I'm not the target audience and I'm just a Filipino, I'm becoming I'm wait, there's a term what I've learned from that's a term. There's a saying what I've learned from a prof. It's basically isa akong dayuhan sa aking bansa, which is I'm a foreigner in my own country. Basically that's it. So I'm a foreigner. I'm a foreigner or I'm a tourist in
Mm-hmm.
my own country, which is kind of true since I'm going to like another thing. But for the prices, is like really expensive, and that's a big shocker as well.
So if I go
I
to the
don't-
Philippines, I should just let you do all the talking. That way, we
in a
don't have to
sense, we
pay a stupid
can.
amount of money.
In a sense, yeah, we can haggle and stuff. Because oftentimes there are some like let's say the tourist driver with the what is it with the jeepneys or the tuk tuk trucks if you're the
Mm-hmm.
tuk tuk
Oh, I
bikes
know
if you're
about the tuk
familiar
tuk trucks.
the tuk tuk truck
Good
or
time.
like the tricycles they
Mm-hmm.
would like what is it 30 minutes like 30 minutes is 30 minutes for a tour around the Philippines and then they will show you like random landmarks and Jollibee and also sites and get some food if you have and then they're gonna charge really expensive
So
because
scam.
afterwards it's not yeah it's
It's pretty much
somewhat
a
of
scam.
scam. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. And then they will say, "My math is no good." I've seen a video
Yeah, and you go
actually.
like, sure it isn't.
Sure it is. And then they will say, "No, U.S. and peso price difference." They will say like that. It really depends.
hmm
You just have to be careful.
So I'm just gonna have you as my tour guide, right? You're gonna
I
meet
mean,
me at
why
the
not?
airport. You and Pagima are gonna meet me at the airport. You're gonna be like, "Oh my god, he's so ugly in person. Oh my god." uh, I'm talking about myself, not you. You know.
Nah, 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 nah. If ever I'm gonna meet you in the airport, like, hey, yo, Roman, your mama called.
I'd be like,
She
oh
wants,
shit, she called ahead of time.
yeah, she called ahead of time. She wants her. She, I can't say. I don't know if I should say it on
Or
stream. I
just
don't even know what. And I'm gonna say she wants my ligma back.
it's my ligma balls.
What's my
Ow.
ligma balls? Ligma balls in your
She wants her
jaws.
Dragon Balls back.
It's not just
Put my
Dragon Ball.
balls in your jaws. Balls. All right, so
Wait,
I'm gonna
sorry.
ask you like about 10 more questions, and they're pretty much just
About
uh
yourself.
based on like content creation and like ideas of doing stuff. So like the first question is, what inspired you to start creating content? Like what made both as an
Ah,
artist and a streamer?
I see, I see, I see. What inspired me to like be the content creator I am today
Mm-hmm.
is basically from a YouTuber called Video Game Donkey.
Oh, I love
Uh,
Donkey.
yeah, I forgot what his catchphrase. I forget. Fuck it. I forgot one of his catchphrase, but
Isn't it like
basically
it's
video
Donkey
game.
bitches or something like that?
Uh, yeah, it's somewhat like that. But there are some catchphrases which I like, and I try not to mimic because yeah, go for individuality.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's gonna be like donkey clones, a lot of donkey clones. This, uh, Video game donkey. Basically, back in 2018, I have got introduced to him and just like watch a lot of his videos. And then later on, I was playing in the PlayStation 4. I was playing Far Cry Primal.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this. I saw this. Wait. I saw this crocodile eat this NPC and I was like, "Hey yo, I should start a YouTube channel."
Do it,
And then
do
from
it.
that, yeah, and then like I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make comedic videos and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to be funny like video game donkey. But then from that, I kind of realized it's all right since I got inspired, but it's not my strongest suit. That is because the first three videos were like Far Cry Primal. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
then like random videos that I've edited with like Filmora, and I don't know. It's like it's not really that much views because I think it got around like let's say that time 5 to 10 views. And then once I've kind of gone back to Facebook, no, not Facebook. I've gone back to Facebook, opened this old game that I really like, and it's still active. So I made a video about Monster Galaxy.
Is it
I made a
Monster
video about
Galaxy? Yeah.
nah, not yet, not yet. I made a video about backyard monsters still being active. It's like, and then later on, uh, wait. Firstly, the editing style was somewhat similar to video game donkeys, but me, I wasn't recording on my phone because I didn't have like an adequate mic, an adequate setup,
Mm-hmm.
and I was recording on my phone, and I was in the bathroom. It was like this had this echo vibe or like this acoustic vibe into it,
Mm-hmm.
and I did it. I tried to take it in multiple takes, large
Mm-hmm.
segments at most, like the introduction, the idea, the content, then
Mm-hmm.
the outro, and then some comedic parts. And then that 2 minutes of video ended up being like my biggest viewed video on my channel back then. It was like so entertaining and seeing. And from that point, I kind of wanted to make informative videos, just like
Mm-hmm.
how some of the styles from Video Game Donkey is informative yet funny as fuck videos. Uh, And later on, I would go make as well as other social media accounts as well. I made
Mm-hmm.
my Twitch because what is it? I kind of wanted to live stream on Twitch on the PlayStation 4 back then,
Mm-hmm.
but the thing is, I didn't get much viewers. I think I got follower bots, but why not?
I mean, a view's a
And
view, even if it's from a bot.
a view always a view, yeah. And once that I started college, it's like it kind of declined the activity for both YouTube and Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, just to start off, I started my streaming journey on Twitch around 2018, but it kind of decimated. It kind of declined activities because of academics,
Mm-hmm.
and then also for YouTube because from like once a week videos posting, it's like it takes 3 videos a month at most to get. Yeah, it takes 3 videos to be uploaded a month. That is until there's nothing.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
And then of
Go ahead.
sorry,
Sorry.
sorry, sorry. And then afterwards the pandemic happens. Like, ah, shit,
And then you're like, it's
the
back
pandemic
to
happened.
Twitch, baby. Let's go.
In a sense, not yet, cause it's like there's a lot of people with hardship and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But later on, hey, you know what? Why not start streaming again? On Why not start streaming? So from that point, I kind of rebranded my channel to have like the Plague Doctor icons and stuff
Mm-hmm.
because before I was just like a text for like those in the show. There's no specific channel or icon. And then I just got inspired by one of my cosplays of being a plague doctor. So, why not make my icon or logo plague doctor? It's something that is to like be distinct. And because of that change, a lot of people often like tag me and like if they see a plague doctor, hey yo, Ghost, this is you. Hey yo, Ghost, this plushie of a plague doctor. It's really good. It's like you. And like, hey yo, not all of plague doctors are me, but why not? And that kind of distinct thing is like a key thing that people will remember. Because if they see a plague doctor, oftentimes they're gonna remember Ghost in the Show.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yeah, around 2020, I came back to streaming. I kind of grinded a lot, a lot, a lot. And here we are.
Nice. Okay. So, at what part of it? This next question is like part two to that. It So that was your streaming career. What got you into art and making art?
Oh, I see, I see, I see. So for art, I think I started around when I was 5 years old. Dang, 5 years old?
Oh, I
Ababa de
mean,
baby toddler.
child prodigy right here, guys.
Oh, God.
Child prodigy.
So in terms of like art, it's not just in terms of like drawing and stuff. It's like crafting as well. I really love dinosaur. And like who the fuck does not love dinosaur when they were young? To see like a Dicosaurus,
I just like the
a
long neck,
Tyrannosaurus,
boy.
the long neck Larry. La la.
Long neck,
But yeah,
Larry.
I remember shredding pieces of paper for one school activity or project, and then they were asking us like to paste it on the paper again. I don't know what they were trying to do with us, but basically that time
Mm-hmm.
I stick some of the glue and then make it like a long neck Larry, a long sauropod dinosaur, and it started with that, and I don't know if I can share it on. No, I don't know if you can able to show it on stream. But there is one childhood drawing that I still have a copy of, which is also dinosaur. So it's it's
I
really
thought you were gonna say
something.
it was a penis. I was gonna be like, you
No,
can't show it on stream.
no, 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 no. I don't know if we have the time to show it, or it's like gonna be troublesome if we show it on stream.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, there's this drawing that I did back in what 2005, I think. I was so young still. But yeah, there's this drawing of a dinosaurs in a setting. Like there's bones, like there are carnage, and then, like this Tyrannosaurus like battling over another dinosaur. And but basically it's in my art portfolio, but you can see it. And around what is it like 2015 or 16, I tried to redo it again and made it like how it's on my style. And maybe in a few years, or maybe I'm not sure, I'll redo it again, but this time digitally, based on my skill set. And yeah, I would say if you want to do art, you gotta make it like a daily commitment as well,
Mm-hmm.
because no one is a prodigy at initially. You just gotta commit, commit, commit. It's like how with other talents or working out. You gotta commit to the grind. If you wanna get that dream body of yours, you gotta commit
Oh,
to
dude,
working
dude,
out.
this gut right here, dream accomplished.
Yes, indeed. And
Took no
then if
effort.
you yeah. And then if you wanna get better at art, you gotta get your sketch pad, you gotta get your pencil. Don't be afraid to do mistakes. That's how it is. Then make a perfection as you go along.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Roman. Can we have like a short break? I'm I think there's someone in the door.
Yeah, yeah, no problem, no problem. You do
Alright.
you, you do you. I'll be
Yeah,
right
alright.
back.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yep.
But yeah, guys, we're gonna BRB.
One eternity later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Uh
so you were talking about art and doing it every day.
yeah, no. Yeah, do it in every day, making it a commitment at yourself. And it's really takes a lot of practice because nobody initially gets good in their craft, and it takes a practice. So that's what it is.
Okay.
Uh, that's it.
Um. Okay. So my next question kind of comes like it's like a broad, like kind of generalized question because it has to deal with like search engine optimization, so stuff like YouTube tags and whatnot. Yeah.
Oh,
The question is, do you have any experience with search engine optimization? And that includes like YouTube videos, like making websites, like even if you have like an online art portfolio or like your own website.
mm,
Uh, I don't know, Instagram posts, like hashtags, stuff like that. I think applies to all of that.
I think yeah, it does. But from what I, based on what I know, oftentimes it's a lot really to get like into the YouTube algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
Because even if you commit to like uploading maybe in a weekly basis, I'm not sure if YouTube is gonna able to like pick up the algorithm for it. Because it really depends. You're just gonna trust in the system, which is really how we're gonna be trusted with the system if we don't even know how the system works. But okay, oftentimes you're gonna get like videos with like 1,000 views or 10,000 if it reach its peak at most. And oftentimes you're gonna get videos with like 100 views or 10 views, something like that. But that's
Mm-hmm.
still good. That's still good. Don't be discouraged if there are like counts. Just commit to the grind and everything. Uh, you sometimes it takes, but sometimes it's really hard. And one thing other maybe content creators are doing is like having a podcast and then later on having like distraction reels within those podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
They have like some bot channels or uh random channels that there will be those random people will handle it.
Mm-hmm.
If you're familiar, I don't want to be really sure. Are you familiar with Andrew Tate, basically?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Ew.
yeah. It's fine, yeah. But yeah, he doesn't have a YouTube. I'm not sure if he doesn't have a YouTube channel, but basically he doesn't have a YouTube channel. But the
Mm-hmm.
way his appearance in YouTube channels is widespread. You'll
Mm-hmm.
have like Andrew Tate saying a bunch of ideas or his philosophy, and then you'll
Mm-hmm.
have like a random ad playing in the drop or maybe Subway Surfer in the background,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. And that's basically a distraction reel,
Mm-hmm.
which is you're busy watching maybe Family Guy below, and then
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Tate is like talking above And that's it.
Oh, yeah. Like you'll see
Yeah.
those on Facebook or Instagram posts, and
I
then
think
it's
yeah,
usually
there's
like
oh
some crappy game underneath it while like a clip
yeah,
is playing. Okay.
those are like distraction reels, which is good really. But if you're gonna do something on your main account, uh it's really just a chance of luck. But
Mm-hmm.
I think hashtags will help as well. I've seen like relevant content creators, they may struggle time to time because of viewership,
Mm-hmm.
but they keep committing to the grind and just assure their audience like, hey yo, I put a lot of effort in this video, but unfortunately I don't know what's up with YouTube for not making making it visible to everyone or not notifying everyone who like click on the bell.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, from that comment video, a lot of people will comment like, hey yo King, don't worry, we got your back. We're still here watching your videos, even if uh YouTube
Give you
doesn't
the
uh
notification for it.
give the notification. Yeah. And still, maybe from those comments it will gain traction as well. And I'm not really 100% sure because I can't really say. I don't know what really the YouTube algorithm is. And there are also some content creators who like rage bait basically. And by using rage bait, angry commenters will post shit in their comments, and then from those comments it
You
will
get
attract
engagement, which boosts the video.
engagement. Yeah.
Big
And
brain,
that's it.
big brain.
Big brain indeed.
I should get a clip of me
Um
go like, big brain, like as a gif.
Big brain.
Make that
But
my own like emote. Just
yeah. But for TikTok and Instagram, I'm not really familiar.
mm-hmm.
But if you're gonna, a thing is, wait, if you're gonna do it psychologically,
Mm-hmm.
uh, you gotta have a hooker. Oh my god, you gotta have a hook and sync towards your video, for your reel or your video.
Is this
How
where you
are you?
just insult all people from the Philippines and then you just wait for all the Philippines people to like comment in the comments?
Uh, Not just yet. Maybe let's say for a podcast, you're in a podcast. It's like, how will you wait now? Let's make an introductory video or like maybe a short reel. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
how are you gonna commit to your grind? That's pretty much like the title of your gonna be real, and that's gonna be like the question popping out of the screen. So how are you
Mm-hmm.
gonna commit to the grind? And then basically that's the first 2 or 3 seconds. That's actually like catching. Okay, person's like checking out, and then they see how are you gonna commit to the grind. Someone says like that. First off, you're gonna do this every single day, and then
Mm-hmm.
you gotta commit to no sleep every single night, and then you're gonna. The last step is like you're gonna have no chicks, no babes, no distractions, no family members, even like
No
that. And
bitches,
then you're
no
gonna
money,
commit
no
with your,
friends, no life.
and that's how you could be an entrepreneur and have your own thing. And that's how you commit to your grind. And then like follow for more. See sips like this. And that's pretty much some of the like the interesting reels that no, not that really interesting reels, but basically a sink and hooker for it is
A
like the
hooker, yeah.
question being asked for it. I know. I, the
I know
question
what you
being
meant.
asked for
I
it.
know what you
Yeah,
meant.
it's fine. But yeah, make the first 2 or 3 right? Let's say max at 4 seconds, really interesting or appealing to the audience. Cause dude, it takes like 1 second to swipe next to the next reel. If they manage to like be interested to 2 or 3 seconds, they have a likely chance to watch the whole reel or video. That is, and that's why, yeah. In some cases, like other people in their YouTube video, they make it really, what is it? They make it like catching at first, interesting for the video on their YouTube channels as well. You know, like let's say there's a crocodile and then it's jumping towards the content creator. That's really catching. And then you're gonna most likely watch the whole video just to see like a short 5 seconds of the crocodile later jumping and then not giving a fuck. Because yeah, that's just like that's not really clickbait. It's actually a kind of clickbait, but at the same time, it's engaging at the introduction. Having
Mhm.
this really authenticated music and then cutting out like what the fuck happened. So, and then later on you're gonna see them just like, hey yo, we're going to like send the Everglades to find a crocodile, and then it takes like what is it, 5 minutes to get them there, and then they're gonna get sidetracked, and then they're gonna be like, hey yo, what is that? That's a crocodile. That's a crocodile. And then
I
they're
thought
gonna
you
like
said
do a feature.
crocodile, and I was like, "What is a crocodile? It's just an alligator with dicks for hands."
And then yeah, and then later on they're gonna do a creature feature, something like that, and then you're gonna see the introduction thingy, and then it's like, ah, okay, nothing really happened that much. They just really engage. But yeah, something like that. Make it. But the thing, okay, just to share as well. But
Hmm.
the thing I hate in some shorts is like you do this intriguing introduction, but
Hmm.
later on watch the full video on my YouTube channel. It's like, dude, just give us a fucking full thing. How did it end?
It's
No,
like a
I li-
YouTube short or a TikTok that goes like,
it,
"Link in description to the full video."
yeah, it's like, dude, it's like, uh, yeah, watch the results in my YouTube video. It's not, dude. Don't pay us like that. Most likely, I will not check out your YouTube channel anymore because of that. But yeah, some some way was it like
So,
some
Ghost,
gym
what I'm hearing is
influence.
we need to find a good bait for somebody to like for the video, because this is going back on YouTube eventually after I edit it. So now we got to come up with like the first good 5 second hook. All right.
Yeah, 5 second hook and have that. Wait, how can I do it? Yeah, okay, just continue so we can rephrase back.
Oh, yeah, it's just we're gonna have to come up with a 5 second like hook to get people
Yeah,
into this podcast. Um,
indeed.
excuse me, I have to like burp. And it's like, you know when you have to burp but it's not coming out and you're like, oh
Yeah, I
god.
kind of know. It's like you have as well as a runny nose, but you're not sneezing just yet. It's like,
You're
dude,
like,
just sneeze. And what else? But yeah, you gotta have an intriguing, catching, first few seconds of your reel or video, and that's
Mhm.
how you can have them commit to your video.
And then you gotta
And
remind
if
them
you,
to like, subscribe, and notify that bell in the middle of the video, like I did just now.
yeah, why not? Like, subscription, and liposuction.
Liposuction.
And then sometimes in reels, if you have like a question, you can keep it a bit vague. It's like, how do how to get followers, ne?
Hmm.
How to gain followers, something like that.
How to get a
So
girlfriend.
how to get a girlfriend, yeah, something like that. Because it's not just how and why, and you can just make it other vague things as well. I don't really have an example right now. I can think of off the bat, but you gotta keep somewhat vague because basically, if people search like how to get more followers,
Hmm.
they may see your reel with the same title, and then like you're gonna see like how in your experience it's gonna show, and you gotta make it interesting and something, and it's gonna build up towards it, and then they're gonna click for views and build up your channel as well.
Hmm. Uh, also, thank you for the search engine optimization advice. I always struggle with like getting a like some sort of hook in like the beginning of these videos. Like I'm working on like becoming better at editing, so I'm sure I'll
Yeah.
have to find a hook. It'll probably happen by accident. It'll be like,
Yeah.
Ghost of the show said what? And that's it. That it just cuts away. Um.
I think,
What
yeah.
is your process for creating content?
What's my process? Oh my gosh. I think for nah, not really. I think
Both
for
art and
me,
streaming, because you've
yeah,
tried a whole bunch of different formats for streaming.
true. Actually, yeah, I did try to stream on Facebook before, but you know what? Fuck it. I don't know what Facebook is right now.
Facebook gaming, yeah.
Yeah, because it's really hard. Because sometimes you gotta battle with the uh DC DMCA stuff as well, and then they're gonna take out your live broadcast or your video.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for my process is like I start off with like getting getting my footage basically from my past broadcasts or my streams and like go back to like the good quality parts of maybe a good trick shot or maybe a good loop or something like really amazing. It's like if you get 3 kills or if you like get consecutive kills or an ace in game, it's gonna be popping basically. And to keep engagement, maybe cut shorts into it. By shorts, I mean, yeah, YouTube shorts or reels for it to be highlighted. And then you can use those shorts later on to make it into like a 5 minute or 10 minute video of compilations. It's like highlight of Roman the Russian's stream reels or highlight of Roman the Russian stream highlights, something like that.
I've been collecting
And
clips for like a video like that. It's just like best of moments of like 2022 or something, and it's all
yeah,
just
actually,
clips.
that's good. I mean, that's really engaging as well. So, and if people will see if this is your content, and more or less they're gonna be popping on your stream as well. It's like
Mm-hmm.
seeing your content. But for me, it's seldom because there are a few people who came from YouTube who saw my videos of Monster Galaxy, who came from my stream. Oftentimes, like they are from YouTube, but they're on my Discord server. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but there are some individuals and content creators who like make Valorant content, and then like because of them, their depression is cured. They
We
yeah
did it,
they
boys.
so
Back it
yeah
in.
it's like it's somewhat their depression is really lightened
Mm-hmm.
because their quality and content is really amazing and friendly. So later on, I would see them as well on their stream. And another thing as well, let's say there's YouTube and there's Facebook you have. When
Mm-hmm.
you're streaming on Twitch, you can use like some pictures of yourself and then like post it on your YouTube or Twitch, YouTube or Facebook. It's like, hey yo, I'm live right now. Follow. I'm live right now. You don't have to like bait them and like follow or come see me. Just do notify them that you're live basically.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can just like say, I don't know, come check me out or something like that. But yeah, have your posts on your YouTube community tab and then have like your URL for your Twitch channel or your streaming platform that is. So it's both like a hit or miss with the post and its engagement if someone did like or comment in your posts. I'm not really sure about Twitter because Twitter sometimes like it's really crazy. You
Twitter's
would
just
get
hit or
heart.
miss in general.
Yeah, would get like and retweets, but that's just it.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
And uh,
I had a question. I forgot.
it's all right. It's a brain
My,
fart right now.
my brain was just like and delete like Windows.exe file just shutting down. What noise? Just my brain just turned off. I'm like I forgot. Ghost, were you gonna
It's
say
all right.
anything else?
Uh, not much because I would give a message, but it's gonna be a long message. Uh, you know what? You just think about what your question was, but let me just give my message.
Okay.
Everyone, it's free to support a person. Like, check out their Twitch, check out their channel, check out their links, basically their social medias, and maybe share it or promote it as well. And it's free to support a dream, because I think a lot of content creators, it's their dream basically to bring content and joy with what they do on their stream or with their socials. And getting more engagement that way will also bring the best in their dream. That's it.
You know what? I genuinely appreciate you saying that. I might put that in the. That's our 5 second hook. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait. We can just we can start with this one. Hey, you better support someone's dream. That's the hook. That's the hook.
You, the viewer, you better support my dream right here.
Or we can do it like, how are you gonna support someone's dream? And then you're gonna go for the first, and then that's the first 5 seconds, and then
Yeah.
boom, go towards that message. See?
That'd be interesting.
See? That's the hook.
Okay.
And then
so
people will like scroll and like, how are you support the dream? And then boom. You know what's gonna like it.
you know what? I like that. I'm gonna steal that idea. It's mine now. You can't do it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No. I'm just...
Actually, in a way, if you do, you can just like, you can ask the question like, you you can have the question for that. Actually, you go ahead, say, how are you gonna support a dream, and then you're gonna go towards my answer. That's how you make it yours, basically. See?
Like, so what
And
Ghost
then
in the
you-
Show asked was, how do you support someone else's dream? My answer is, you don't. That's right, you little shit. And then the end of the video. It's like 3 seconds.
Actually, you can add that into the ending, and then people will comment like, not gonna lie, they had it as the first half, and then
Like,
they're gonna
damn.
be so damn.
He's like, damn, they had me in the first half of the video.
Not
The
gonna
end
lie,
of the
they had
video
this
is
the
just
first
like,
half.
there is no, there's no advice here. You just watch
There
this
is
video.
no support.
That's gonna be like the
Yeah.
end credits. It's gonna be like, yeah, thank you for watching this video. There's no advice here. Okay, so my next question, I kind of know the answer to, but this is for the audience. So the next question is also kind of like a two-parter. It says, do you collaborate with other creators? And if so, how do you find fellow creatives or other content creators to collaborate with?
Not gonna lie. If it's terms of games, I
Mhm.
approach them to like Discord. Hey yo, do you wanna play this game on stream together? Or
You just
if
send them
it's
memes
like,
of, you want some fuck?
you want some fuck? Hey, wanna pick of my D's nuts?
You want some game?
Something. You want some game? Something like that. But yeah, I kind of approach them like, I have a set date, and if they wanna collab on the game, for sure, that's it.
Mhm.
And then oftentimes, and if I post shit on Twitter, I would often get like, hey, do you wanna do a podcast? And like, hey yo, why not? Why not, right?
Yeah. I mean,
So
all of it's
actually,
getting your name out there anyway, so
yeah. So why not? And then
unless you
for
really
me,
don't like that person.
I see. And for me, at least give me ahead of time, and then
Mhm.
I'll make a shit post of a poster, and then we can just post it on Twitter. And that's gonna get engagement.
Which is what happened with me. Yay.
Yeah, that's good.
Yay.
And then prior for you, it's like it's another streamer as well. So there's a podcast, and then another one before that last year. I made another poster, and then I put a hashtag graphics design is my passion.
Hashtag
And it's
still my passion.
yeah, and it's basically just something, and it's
Mhm.
really nice.
I mean, I appreciate that. I'll actually grab that poster and like slap it into
Hang
the
it on
edit
the
of the
wall.
video. Yeah, I'll
Uh,
print it out on my printer. I'll just put it up on my wall. I'll be like, Ghost right there. It'll be right next to the Twitch sign in the over there. Yeah, over there. I'll do it.
I see.
I have a frame and everything.
I see.
Okay. So essentially, yes, you do collaborate with other content creators, and other creatives. What would you say? Do you enjoy about collaborating with other people?
Uh, for me is just really be able to talk like ideas, brainstorm back and forth. Let's say, yeah, this is how we are right now. Like the hook, the hooker, the hooker, the hook for the like
The
idea of the
hooker,
reels.
the hook.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the hook, the hook and sinker for
Mm-hmm.
like how to make efficient reels or
Mm-hmm.
videos or shorts, and maybe
Alpha Sigma
optimizing with
grind set.
your the Sigma grind set and the engagement. And for me, oftentimes that's why I don't really live stream podcasts because it's really hard to entertain like your interviewee and then your audience as well. But it's okay to like address like if they have questions to it. Like there, let's say a viewer of yours right now is
Mm-hmm.
asking like, how do I get girls? You don't, and I'm gonna answer you don't.
You
Girls get
just
you.
don't.
You just you gotta focus on yourself, King. Because if you focus on yourself, girls don't even matter anymore. But yeah, something
Gotta
like
get
that.
them gains, bro. Gotta get them
You gotta get
gains.
them gains.
Life gains. Big
Life
brain
gains indeed.
gains. Actual muscle gains.
Big booty gains.
Oh, dude, Ghost has that dumpy, as you can see when he talks. He's got them booty gains.
Indeed, indeed.
They jiggle.
And yeah, I think for podcast or collab is that just having fun basically on stream. Because if I didn't have fun, I was like, all right, let's end it. Let's end it. Any closing remarks, something like that.
You're
But yeah,
like, all right, we're done. Get out
we're
of
done. We're done. Cut the video. Cut the video.
here. That's gonna be the end. I'm just gonna cut it to the.
Yeah.
He's like, I hate you, Roman. Goodbye. All right.
Actually, just to share as well.
Yeah.
Initially, what is it? Initially, I wasn't expecting like you're gonna invite. Actually, I didn't expect like a podcast like this right now as well,
Mm-hmm.
because before like I had a podcast as well regarding love since it was the month of love, and then a friend of mine on Discord is like saying, "Hey yo, Ghost, is this your podcast era?" And I was like, "Nah, nah, that's just one time." And then later on,
He's
hey
like, jokes
you're
on
like,
you. This is the
"Hey yo,
podcast
Ghost,
era.
hey yo, Ghost, are you up for a podcast?" You know what? Fuck it, let's go. And I guess this is gonna be my podcast era.
Can I get a poggers in the chat? Can I get a pog? I guess this is the year for you to do podcasts.
I mean,
Ghost. It's gonna be it.
actually, another thing is I know you know youngster Joseph.
Oh, I
Youngster
know Youngster
Joseph
Joseph.
is asking me, "Hey, you go Ghost, are you up for a podcast?" It's like, sure, why not? And then, are you like the interviewer or the interviewee? It's like, who would you prefer, the interviewer or the interviewee? Oftentimes, I'm like the person who just like gives the vibe for the podcast. Yeah, I don't really know.
You're like, listen,
'Cause
I'll do it.
Uh, 'cause sometimes I talk a lot, and
Mhm.
it is really good and it engages. And sometimes there's dead air, so I try to talk a lot and avoid like this dead airs and get more info out there, basically on maybe about myself or about my ideas or opinions
Mhm.
on the topic. That is. So that's that's an engagement.
You're like,
But
all right,
yes,
I want your horoscope. I want to know when you were born. I want to know what your I want to know your social security number. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, I don't know where you are, but I'll find you.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm a Sagittarius. Just say uh, I'm
I
a
see.
I'm a December baby.
Yes, yes. I remember you have a birthday on December. I try to remember as much as possible. birthdays of other streamers. But then again, huh? I forgot. That's why I keep
there's so
saying
many
like happy
people.
birthday to random viewers or streamers,
You're
just
just like,
so if ever it's a hit or miss. But
yeah.
actually, that actually worked for some reason. I did greet someone happy birthday. It was their birthday, or at
They're
least
like, it
it was their
works.
belated birthday or advanced birthday.
It just works.
It just works. It's a hit or miss.
Todd Howard. It just works. Uh, so like, it's not a bug.
Uh,
It's a feature.
it's not a bug.
Okay. So, funny enough, professional like news anchors or people that interview professionally, like, on the news and stuff, their big thing is to ask a question and then just not reply after somebody keeps talking, and then they stop talking because it makes them feel uncomfortable, so they keep talking. And
Yeah.
that's like a big journalism trick that people do all the time.
Actually, I think we're doing it right now as well.
I know,
'cause
I know.
they're-
We feel real awkward.
Yeah. But
Wait,
that's
sorry.
actually no, it's fine. For some, what I've noticed is for some interviewees,
Mm-hmm.
they kind of rage bait the interviewee into like making a mistake. Yeah, and then later on, if they're gonna see shorts of it, it's like, hey yo, this person is sexist. Hey yo, this person is like he hates babies, even though there's like no mention of babies. Hey yo, this person is misogynist or something like, which is what I've seen for some, but it's like later on, if you see another video of it, it's like the Sigma grind not falling for their bait, just being calm and something like that. I am really surprised on like the perspective of how you can just edit various ways and then make it like different perspectives.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's interesting.
that's another thing, like rage baiting your interviewee, and maybe if you don't make them mad that much, they're not gonna leave, but they're gonna answer truthfully from what they know, and they're gonna continue talking, or
Mhm.
you can just like ask a question and then like for me, I'll just ramble on based on like what I know, what my experience is, and what my insight is about that, and then there's Jollibee, something picked up like how the fuck did we came to Jollibee?
Hey, that's gonna be our bait. It's gonna be like, what is Jolly Bee? And then it's like,
Yeah, what is
like
Jollibee?
just play like epic music, Jolly Bee, like very dramatic.
Jollibee.
Just
Actually,
what is
play the Jollibee music remix
Yeah.
TikTok version, and then people will actually something like that.
Nightcore step.
Sometimes,
Just
yeah, the TikTok or remix versions often kind of get engagement. If you're seeing like Marvel TikToks
Yeah.
or YouTube shorts, there's like little Lunar's Lil Nash music of
Lil Nas
Industry
X,
Baby. Yeah. And then I told you long ago. And then they were like
on a
H,
road.
I told you long ago. There's something like that.
Yeah.
Actually, those types of music, it's not really in the video, if it's just music, it's gonna get engagement somehow because it's copyright. But
Yeah.
if you're not really bothered by copyright, you can just use it for like a temp channel, and it's gonna get go for that.
Yeah.
And that's an idea.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, really, TikToks don't really get DMCA'd if you think about it. I'm
I mean,
sure there
it's
are
all-
some, but I'm just like, the way that TikTok, that platform, is built, I don't think there's really a lot of DMCA strikes on that platform because people just use the same sounds over and over.
Yeah, they just kind of get the idea, and then actually
They
there's two
cycle.
ways TikTok works. Either there's a trend, if you remember, like was it the wipe, wiping off, wipe? A lot of people
Oh
like
yeah,
wiping
yeah,
randomly.
yeah.
Yeah, and
I
then
remember.
yeah, basically
Pepperidge
that's the
Farms
music. Then
remembers.
that's the trend,
Yeah.
and then there are also like random videos. If you remember, what was his name? Yeah, there was his girlfriend was like, "Hey everyone, this is Kyle, and today is Star Wars Day," and then later on there were like videos of like, we got suspect Kyle. I'm not sure how it is, but there's a lot of shit posts they connect to it, and
Mm-hmm.
also there's this girl who got hit in the back, and it's like saying, and then people would remix it into other songs. It's like, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
well, wait, I do, I want a man that done talk." They would
Oh, the
remix it
Bee
to like
Gees,
something like,
yeah.
yeah.
They can tell
I
by the
don't
way
know.
I use my walk through my
Let's
latest way.
Twitter is creative. Twitter. TikTok
Yeah,
is creative, and then later on you're gonna see it on compilations in YouTube or Facebook, and that's how pretty much it spreads.
yeah.
And yeah,
Okay. So, okay. The next one, I feel like you've answered this because we've covered collaborations and content creation. But this one says, do you enjoy content creation? And that means in the sense of because there are people that get into content creation or becoming a streamer or like an artist, and then they realize they hate it. Well, you know what I mean? It's like somebody's like, "Oh, I want to be a big YouTuber," and then they start doing it, and they're like, "God, there's so many hats to wear. I hate it."
I understand that basically, let's say in the long term, you're gonna go be a YouTube partner or a Twitch partner, and more or less, it's gonna be your work, and your work, you're definitely gonna be hating it. But at the same time, you have your free time to be like a content creator. You can take like your days to make your video perfect. You can take your social medias. You can update on your social medias regarding like the status updates of your video or when it's gonna be published, stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. But I can't say that. I can't say. I definitely know you're gonna be hating it, but later on, if you do commit it, you'll it definitely gonna be proud of what your work because people will have a tendency to hate, and if they do hate it, they're gonna quit because hey yo, I need something much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you have like I don't that's a bad example. Let's say you have this job
It's like
that you
that's
hate.
it. I'm quitting midstream. That's how we end
That's
it.
yeah. Yeah. No, no, no. Let's start off like you have this job, but later on you this job is like you hate. I hate the hours. I hate this boss. I hate the environment. It's not good for me. I'm gonna be a like content creator. All right, so go for it. Go be a content creator, and then later on if you're gonna start content creating, I hate how I don't get engagements. How am I not getting views? Something like that. Where my audience? It's really the grind if you're gonna
Yeah.
commit, cause a lot of if you don't push yourself with the grind or like get engagement, more or less you're doing something wrong and you're not really uh putting the work at most, and if you quit, that's on you. uh because there's a difference between quitting in what you do and quitting because it just feels uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
If I understand if you quit because it's not there are factors to it, like maybe YouTube is not putting out your videos out there that much because there are some content creators who's like it's not it's not for YouTube, and
Mm-hmm.
then YouTube is not really sharing it a lot. So if that's the problem, switch to a different platform. Go for TikToks. Live stream. Is there a live stream on TikTok? I
Yeah.
think I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
You just
Okay,
have to have
go
a
live stream.
thousand followers on TikTok, I think.
I see. So go do it on TikTok. Maybe you'll get the algorithm much better.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, you can just shit post it on YouTube like the outputs of your TikTok. And then a same thing for as well is other people will send reels towards Facebook. Facebook will more likely show up in your reels if someone's browsing on their phone because it's gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it works. Cause I'm not sure. Cause sometimes what I've experienced as well as with Twitch is like oftentimes I would go like a stream without like getting followers, which is I don't really mind.
Mm-hmm.
And oftentimes I would get a stream who would get like how many followers because of raids and random recommendations from the channel. It's like you see in your recommended channel. It's like, oh, I just clicked the recommended channel. It's there, it's there. And then you give that vibe out. That's it. But yeah, if you don't quit, you'll never. If you don't quit, you'll never go anywhere with that mindset.
So if
Or
I
I think
don't quit, so you're telling me to quit.
no, no, no. Wait, sorry. If you do quit, sorry, I have a brain fart. If you
It's a
don't
double
quit,
negative.
you'll eventually strive for something. But if you do quit, that's up to you. If you have discomfort or if you don't think it's doing it well, it's all right.
Mm-hmm. My next question is, let me see here. How do you or did you determine the style, voice, and tone of your content? Like
Style voice.
what kind of like what's the word? Influenced your
Thing.
aesthetic?
I see. No worries. To answer that, uh, you see my basic colors were like gray, white, then another shade of gray,
Are you
and
gonna
then black.
say when I was a young
And I
boy,
was
my
a young boy.
father?
In a way, actually, yeah, My Chemical Romance, the Welcome to the Black Parade, kind of influenced my color patterns, but it was also the shades of my cosplay. Basically, if you're gonna ask the aesthetic as well as the look of my channel, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna base it off my theme, and my
Mm-hmm.
theme is like the Plague Doctor. So, my cosplay of the Plague Doctor was was basic as well as a white mask, and then a black hat, a black coat, and then a gray skin. I don't know. I'm not really the gray skin,
The gray
but
skin. You're just like,
to
listen, I'm
make
just
it,
dead.
yeah, to make it like minimal colors, because if it's colorful, it's gonna be hard making fan art for your channel,
Mm-hmm.
for your character that is, and that's the aesthetic that I made. And back in 2018, I made it like somewhat of a what is it? A Tim Burton or a gothic vibe for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2020, made my avatar, which is the Plague Doctor. It's also somewhat gothic to it. And that's the aesthetic for my channel, or maybe the theme for my channel. And
That butt jiggle.
sorry, what was that? Sorry.
Every time you you talk, the butt jiggle comes on, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, it's so funny.
The ass.
The- It is I, Dio.
the the ass of the aesthetic.
Right, aesthetic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ass that thick. As that
Ass that
thick.
thick. Yeah.
So thick it needs 3 C's, 2 K's, and a QUE at the end. Um.
And sorry, just a thing and then a thing. I kind of add the red line to
Mhm.
the hat to make it like distinct because, dude, these are all dead colors. And then you know what? Let's add this red stripe so it's more distinct.
I mean, it looks
And then
good. It looks really good.
yeah, it looks good.
I do like the whole Plague Doctor aesthetic too. But why? But in that sense, like, why is it
But
Ghost in the show? Like, what inspired the
ah,
name? Because Ghost in the show doesn't really have a lot to do with like being a Plague Doctor.
actually, yeah. Initially, it was before the rebranding on 2020. Uh, in 2018, I was listening to various songs, and then while I was brainstorming, right, for my YouTube chat, while I was brainstorming for my YouTube channel, I was watching Video Game Donkey, as I said, and I was trying to come up with names, random names, not really random names, names that would kind of sink in towards that is, and by the last, it's also in my About Me page, but by the last words of this song, it was in shuffle, and also it's one of my favorite songs. By the last words, there was a term. There was the lyrics were what was it? One day like this will never be the same, never forever, like ghosts in the snow, like ghosts in the sun. And initially, the ghosts in the snow, it was something. So it was also good. I was considering it being the name. So I made a like sketch on a piece of paper. I hand down Ghost in the Snow, but later on I would Photoshop it into Ghost in the Show because I was also influenced by another rock band, Panic at the Disco. And then Panic at the Disco, what is it? This song, fuck, I forgot the song. Wait. Uh
Haven't you people ever heard
I
of?
I, wa- I write yeah no, yeah I write sins not tragedies. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So from that, and also it was the time where The Greatest Showman was released. Basically, the attire of like a showman in the carnival. I kind
Mm-hmm.
of wanted that idea. It's like you're on the stage, you're being the show of the your own thing,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why kind of magic is also like a thing of mine as well. Basically, I changed it to like ghosts in in the show for it, cause the whole idea is like you're in the stage, even though people can't see the ghost, they can feel you, your presence, your vibe
Mm-hmm.
there. And for me, that's the idea. And basically, right now, people also like have the vibe of what Ghost in the Snow show is, and even though the showmanship as well. And of course, in 2020, rebrand and then rebrand, helping changing like the icon of my channel helped as well. So every time people like see a plague doctor, they'll be like, "Hey, yo, Ghost, this is you," and that's pretty much brand identity in a sense.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad you broke that down for me because I was always curious. I'm like, well, why if your name is Ghost in the Show, why didn't you just like make a ghost with a top hat, or just name yourself like Ghost like apostrophe N apostrophe the show, like it's a ghost and the show, you know? That would.
Uh, for me, I think Ghost. Yeah, I just always really basing off the last lyrics of the My Chemical Romance show.
Mm-hmm.
So I have Chemical Romance.
I mean,
Basically,
it makes more
Ghost in the
sense now
show.
that you've explained
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Let me see. Let me pull up my list here. Okay. Uh, okay. So this question is, which is the one video stream or whatever that you enjoyed making the most and why? Like, what is a piece of content or art, whether it be art, video stream, music, whatever, that you've enjoyed making the most and why?
Okay, actually, that's a lot of things that I've enjoyed. Because if you don't enjoy what you do, why are you still doing it? But basically, for me, I would say the most. All right, I'm gonna tip my top three. There's no specific order, but basically my top three things that I'm most proud of and the most fun I've made. First is like Backyard Monsters video, which is what gained engagement, and as well as like what started my love for making informative videos. That's it. And the second one was my Monster Galaxy video, which was the comeback in YouTube for me. Because afterwards, people till now are still commenting that they really love this video. They really love this game, and seeing those comments like feeling the fan service that I did, because not a lot of content creators make videos about Monster Galaxy, and it's been dead for like actually it's been dead for almost 10 years.
I watched
And the
that video.
thing, yeah, thank you. I actually a lot of friends of mine also support that video. They really loved it. And I think the third one was the rebrand of like the icon. I have the sketch on digital, right? No, it's not digital. I did the sketch of the Plague Doctor on paper, but later rebranded to like a digital output since I'm getting good at digital art. And that's it. The rebrand of like the top three is the Backyard Monster video, the Monster Galaxy video, and the Plague Doctor drawing an icon, which I love so much.
I've got uh I've got your Monster Galaxy video pulled up, and the open beta is now live. Monster Galaxy one has
Ah,
1,100 views, and the other one, the most recent one from 3 months ago, the beta release is 1,200 views.
hmm.
That
See,
That's pretty good. That's actually like really good.
thank you, thank you. Well,
I
for
guess you
me,
found your niche.
yeah, but not gonna lie, I kind of want to step away from Monster Galaxy because actually I don't really know what to say. Because right
Okay, what would
now,
your next step be? Like, what would you want to make? Do you it's obvious you want to make more YouTube videos and on YouTube content, but like, what are some ideas that you have?
wait. So for now, yeah, I'm taking a break from YouTube or making YouTube videos because I'm also editing for another content creator. But for me, I would kind of want like to make shorts or reels of informative ideas or like experience. Like say let's say for example this podcast, I could like take some informative shorts or ideas from here and
Mm-hmm.
then put it on my YouTube as well. And that
I mean, I'll
way
send
people
you
will
the
like
whole
engage.
VOD. You're more than
No
welcome to.
worries. I can yeah, thank you. I can actually download as well, which is nice. But there are also past VODs that I could also edit,
Mm-hmm.
which is also informative, but that's all right. And maybe right now, if I'm gonna come back to YouTube, I kind of want to be an influencer as well as make content for Dead by Daylight. Since well, DBD is like fun, which I played a lot, and it's what engage. And I'm gonna come back to like making informative game content, like how some obscure games were not much discussed, and then like
Mm-hmm.
give light to it, like its development, like its characters, character design, audio, music, and progress, something like that. Because
Okay,
not a lot of
so
people know that's there's this one game that I'm really planning. It's like called Marvel Nemesis:
mm-hmm.
Rise of the Imperfect, which was released back in 2004. Not a lot of people like the game because it's really bugged and it's rush. But not gonna lie, I really love the work for it. So why not make a video about its character, artwork, and how it
Mm-hmm.
was made? And that's it.
See, I wanted to do something similar. That was one of my ideas. There's a YouTube channel that I watch that does something similar that you described, Ghost. It's called Nitro Rad, and I'll send you a link, or at least the name. Here, I'll send you uh, it in Discord. It's called Nitro. Hold on, Nitro Rad, and he does. Uh, he like talks about video games in that sense. He talks about like their development, um, what kind of genre and everything they are. Like he shows game footage of him playing it, uh,
Mm.
and then like a breakdown of like who the composer was, like what studios worked on that game, and what games that same studio worked on later. Like what hiccups happened during the production of said game that like kind of like for example like Marvel Nemesis, where there were bugs in the game and it wasn't quite finished, or if it was finished, it didn't quite work. The marketing wasn't the greatest or something, and that's why it's like a failed game or whatever. He does stuff like that, and that would be interesting for you to go check him out because, you know, that way you have like some idea of like content like that, you know.
I see, I see. But okay, I think what else is there? I think if people, I think they're gonna go much broader for it, cause there are also channels that I've seen who like
Mm-hmm.
go back to like PlayStation games who discuss, and because of that, their whole kind of theme for YouTube is like playing and discussing, dissecting
Mm-hmm.
old games from the PlayStation and then like discussing. And then oftentimes what I've seen from the comments like the video, my dude, thank you for doing discussing one of my childhood games, PlayStation back, and which is kind of nice. But later on, well, I'm not sure if they're gonna run out of content because heck, people really love this. But the thing is, not a lot of people will be interested much with uh let's say, yeah, I'm gonna be making Marvel Nemesis video. So
Mm-hmm.
it's Marvel game. And then most of the people will remember that. But later on, I'm gonna change to like maybe a bit obscure game. And not a lot of people are familiar. Maybe they're gonna click on curiosity. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be a hit or miss. But if you do it with a passion, that's all right. Because later on, in the long run, what I've noticed is maybe let's say 6 months to 2 years, people will come and comment like, "Hey, I remember this game. This game gave me trauma," and something like that.
Me
I thought
playing
this game was
Superman
just a yeah,
64.
yeah, and then they're like, "Yo, I struggled with this controls for this one," or maybe I thought this game was a fever dream. It's real, something like.
I honestly I commend you on that. I think that would be a very interesting route to go, especially since I already
Yeah,
consume that kind of content. It would be personally a great honor to help support, a fellow content creator that I know personally and I'm friends with in that endeavor. So obviously, if you start making that kind of content, I'll be there. I'll watch all of it. Um, yeah, I
I
like
see.
I want to do something similar like that, but as of right now, I do not possess the editing skills or the script writing skills to get me through that.
Ah, yeah. I think for my process is like I do it in the Word doc. And like, all right, if I'm gonna get information, I gotta have a
Mm-hmm.
the IRL. So links like informative things about this, articles like giving the development or something like that. And maybe if I see a profile, a work of like the artist or developer, I'm gonna link it as well. If you do see my like YouTube videos, like it's structured like there's the description, there's my socials, there's like the related literature relating to it, like my sources basically
Mm-hmm.
for the content, and then the music, which
And
is
it's not
added
Wikipedia.
below. Yeah, like a Wikipedia basically. And what else is there? And yeah, it's not really for everyone, but people will enjoy it. For me, it's like when I was watching Video Game Donkey do these obscure videos and make it like comedic. I don't even care if it's like a random obscure game that I haven't played. I'm just gonna watch Video Game Donkey and like he's gonna make funny remarks like, "Here comes video game hippopotamus." or banana or donkey. Ba, 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 Actually, if you do see his like the Last of Us video, his review, it's like, damn, dude, he's like, it's all artistic, how it's like funny and informative at the same time. He's giving out his whole idea, insight, and making it like how this is not really the story of Joel, but the story of Ellie, and how
Mm-hmm.
this is Ellie as well as like the antagonist, and giving the perspective. It's going back and forth, back and forth. It's like really insightful because I think from what I remember, a lot of people really backlash the idea of what happened. I'm not gonna spoil The Last of Us 2 because I haven't even played it yet. But a lot of people hate what happened with The Last of Us. But Donkey kind of gave the insight for both sides, and like how the story is for both people, that everyone is like flawed, and how they kind of go this, I don't know that, how they kind of go from this revenge story to like something towards the ending. I don't really remember,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. So yeah, and then also the comments will be like, "This is why video game donkey is like really the best YouTuber or something."
That's. I wish you the best of luck. That sounds really interesting, and just like maybe once you start making those videos and then you learn a thing or two, you could just be like, hey Roman, this is how this works. This is like the
Yeah,
best way to go about doing your research.
yeah.
You know,
I see. I kind of get it.
I'll
But
always take
also,
advice.
wait, just yeah. Actually, if you do take advice, because advice more or less is gonna be changing every time, because well, the YouTube algorithm is really changing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Just be careful with like curse words
Mm-hmm.
if you're gonna be editing, like say this VOD, because I was saying like motherfucker and stuff
Oh
like that
yeah,
shit.
yeah. No, I'll
Yeah,
put in bleeps.
because right now, from what I've seen from the YouTubers that I've seen, they
Mm-hmm.
really censored the curse words, because YouTube is like, what is it? They're like soft flagging it for something,
Mm-hmm.
and like because of that, it's not getting much engagement, which is really sad.
I believe it's no cursing in the first 20 to 60 seconds
Actually, I think
of
it's
the
for the
video.
whole video. Yeah,
Oh, is it okay?
that
Because I remember
yeah.
somebody telling me it was like the first 20 to 60 seconds.
Ac- Actually, we're not sure. That's why we're kind of being precautious and taking advice from other people right now, right?
Okay, yeah,
So I'm
that's
not
fair.
really sure. And yeah, for me, and from what for the client I'm working right now,
Mm-hmm.
they kind of asked me to censor only the fuck words, but shit or other stuff, it's all right. But the fuck is really censored right now for me.
So it's
That's
just
it.
bleep every 5 seconds. Gotcha.
Yeah, no, just censor the fuck word, but the shit, I'm not sure. This is just from
I'm
my
just gonna
insight,
have to. I'm
but
just gonna have to
I'm
bleep
just
every time you say that.
yeah, but I see that. I see. But I'm not sure about the sheets.
No, I
So
don't care.
it
I don't care.
just to be shaped, just censor it as well. I'm not
Hmm.
sure as right now. That's it.
Okay. Oh no. No, don't open Google Chrome. Oh god.
Oh,
My Chrome was right next to my Microsoft document. I was like, oh no, I misclicked. Okay. Uh okay. So my next question you kind of already answered. It was uh tell us is there a story behind the name or did you come up with it on your own, etc., etc., which you told us about Ghost in the Show. Um okay, so the next question is what advice would you give to someone just starting out in your field, as in like a content creator, a streamer, an artist, or even an editor?
uh, for me, if you're gonna start out streaming especially in Twitch, I would recommend like getting to getting to know other content creators as well. Because the first time I started on Twitch, hey yo, it's like the first month, like I didn't get much engagement, and then there's a lot of people talking and also lurking. But there was this. I'm gonna go to a story again right now.
Oh,
But
it's fine.
basically, there's this viewer, and I don't know, did I mod? Basically, he made me. Basically, this viewer, I heard like the follow sound alert, and I was like so confused because that's the first time hearing it. And then they were on my art stream, and then they were chatting me up, and
They're like,
it
"Hey,
was late
handsome,
for
how's
them.
it
Yeah,
going?"
and it's not really hey hands. I was like, they were discussing. They were just engaging towards me, and like that 5 or 7 minutes of just talking with someone really kind of boosted my confidence in being a streamer. And later on, would found out that they're also streamers, so I followed back. And what I kind of did with that mindset is like, if this person could support me first, I'm gonna support them back. So what I'm gonna do is like, I'm gonna support a random streamer next time, and I would like talk to their channel, and then later on they will follow me back. And it's gonna if basically it's the idea of like giving and then receiving. If you can give your time to like this content creator and like be supportive of their dream, they're more likely gonna be giving as well, and you'll receive like their support, their time. Because a lot I could say a lot of channels that I've engaged with, because it's really a big step. But the most notables are like Blood Wolf, which was the first, yeah, the person I was saying before. He came to my channel, talked for me for 5 or 7 minutes, and said that they're gonna be sleeping because it's late for them. And then later on, I would go support another streamer, and it was I think there was their first stream, and then I was their first. They were a German streamer, and then they're Niri Menadori. And later on, I would engage until the end of the stream because it was late at night. I still have the screenshot of convo, and I really like their content. And later on, me and Neri would grow together back then, and I think like that's the struggle for that one was keeping in touch because of the time zone difference as well as daylight saving. But oftentimes, time to time, I would go to their stream once in a while, support. They don't stream in a daily basis, but it's I really I really like how I can support them as well. Uh, what? But yeah, the message for this, what I'm saying basically to conclude is,
Network.
if you want, yeah, network, yeah, in a sense, yeah, networking, making connection. Hey, wanna be famous? Make connections, stuff like that.
Big brain. Talk to other
Actually,
people.
wait. Let's make it to a short. Do you want to be famous? That's the hook right there. All right. Then go out there, make connections, connect to people, start engaging in more of the streamers around your area. The more you engage, the more likely you're gonna get engagement back from them, and because of that, you're gonna get more recommendations from other streamers, and you'll get recommendations towards your channel. It's just a give and take towards what you do and what you'll be doing in the future. If you give, you'll receive, and then if you receive, just give back to like the other peoples out there that will help you in the long run. And that's how you get famous. Ah, see, this is the real
Right, right. It's like networking. It's like
networking.
aliens. It's like the guy
Actually,
from History. It's like
if you still
networking.
remember, yeah, if you still remember the follower tree, that's kind of how I got
Yeah,
engagement. That is, but I fucking stopped doing that shit because
because it
it's
got out of
it's eating
control. Yeah,
it's eating a lot of processor for me,
yeah. That's
but it's
fair.
still there.
Uh, that's kind of like for me this year. Yeah, I don't know if I told you about it, but I have a poster somewhere. Oh, it's across the room. I have a giant poster that I'm gonna print out, and I keep track of everyone who subscribes to me on Twitch for the year of 2023, and I write their name on the poster, and then at the end of the year, I'm gonna hang up the poster behind me.
That's nice.
It's signed in like a silver Sharpie. Like I write everybody's name on it, and I'm just like that's one way I wanted to like show appreciation for people that support me, both like on Twitch and off of Twitch. And I was just like, yeah, that'd be an interesting way to find somebody to like if they come in and they support my channel, like viewer engagement.
Yeah, it would. And plus, let's say you got raided. It's like, hey yo guys, wait, do you have like a digital copy of it by any chance?
The copy of like the actual poster. Well, okay, so
Maybe,
I
yeah.
have like a list of names that I wrote down.
I have a list of names. I want you to kill all of them.
Yeah, basically, it's like,
Hey yo, I have a list of names.
I want you to
Go do what you gotta do.
find him and kill him.
Find him.
I have a particular
You
set of
got it,
skills.
boss.
None of them like Liam Neeson comes in on a stream, just goes like, "Hey guys, it's me, Liam Neeson. I have a particular set of skills," and it's just writing names
In a
on the
sense,
board.
yeah. What you can do actually for that, since you're gonna post it like behind you,
Yeah.
have it in your about me as well. Maybe if you're gonna have a digital copy, and then like, what is it? Have it like a clickable, open URL thingy, where they can view the whole thing. I'm not sure. It's how I made with my follower tree before.
Oh,
So actually,
you'll have
if
to.
they
You'll have to
if-
show
yeah,
me how to do that.
how am I saying? Actually, I just uploaded in my Google Drive, and it's a viewable thing, but they can't download it. They can't download the file. That's it. But yeah, so maybe if that's the case, you can. It's gonna be engagement. Let's say you got raided by someone. It's like, hey yo, hello everyone, I'm Roman the Russian, and to introduce myself, let me show you my big ass poster of the booty here. And if you followed, I can put your name. If you sub, I can put your name up here as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, and then a hitman will come to you in 7 days. I think. I'm not sure. I won't be
7
liable.
days. It's like The Ring. 7
Yeah.
days. Yeah, no, that sounds like a great idea, honestly. I feel like I should have this poster on me at all times, or at least like a piece of paper with a bunch of blank like Microsoft Excel boxes so I can write their name in, and it just says like
Yeah.
people who subscribed in 2023, and just be like, all right, cool, let me write these out, and then at the end of the
Yeah.
year just write them all on the poster. That way it's easier.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good idea. As
And
well.
then but like I don't like asking people to subscribe, so like it's kind of one of those things of like, well, if you do it, you know, that's just there. Like I'll never like personally ask anyone to actually subscribe to me.
Yeah, it's actually in a way you don't have to like force people to subscribe. But if someone did, you can like comment or like show appreciation that they subscribe. It's like, let's say, hey yo, Ghost, thank you for subscribing. You know what? Because of that, I'm gonna put your name in like this poster behind me, and then
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be as well as in the panels below, so you can see your name right here, and then you'll give a heart sign and like
Just be like,
something like that.
oh, heart shape, let's go. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you for being here.
Yeah, that'd be cool. You know what? I'm gonna take that advice. I'm gonna actually do that. Where's my?
Yeah,
I had
where's
paper
my
somewhere.
big boy?
I had paper somewhere. I'll find it, but I'll start keeping a piece of paper next to me, and I'll just say subscribers on it, and I'll be like, all right guys, all right, I'm writing your name on this. It's like, thank you for the sub. You're going on my hit list.
That's really nice though.
A friend of mine did something similar. He did a subathon where he went out and he bought like you know how like the stereotypical shield Viking had like not shield Viking, like Vikings had like the big round shield, wooden shields with like the big metal thing in the middle.
Um, uh, the Vambrace, is it?
Yeah, no.
Vambrace?
It's like the wooden shields that would be round, and then in the middle they had that metal
Ah,
ball. Yeah, like it would just be like a shield. And what he did was he bought one like, and it was huge, so he could fit a bunch of names on it, and he hung it on his wall. And then what he did was every time someone subscribes, he got up and he wrote someone's name on it.
this
And
is
he's
gonna
just
be
like,
your grave.
yeah. This was like,
That's actually an idea.
I was
That's a
like,
good
that's a
idea.
really good idea. I was like, I want to do something similar to that. And that's where I came up with the poster idea, because it's a little bit easier to transport a poster.
In a sense, yeah. Actually, I think it would depend on each person. But yeah, I think that's the idea.
Yeah.
Cause the shield is some. I'm not gonna be stating as well. But
Mhm.
the shield is somewhat similar to like my follower tree, but it's just different in a way to like how it's presented as well as how it's like conditioned it is. Because
Mhm.
you gotta be the follower to be in the follower tree, and then for that shield, the subscriber shield,
Mm.
you gotta be a subscriber. Is it a subscriber? Really? I kind of blacked out for a moment. But yeah, it's gonna be like a subscriber, and then they're gonna be writing it in subscriber shield,
Yeah,
and
and I
that's how
thought
it
that
is.
was
And for
really cool.
yours, yeah, it's gonna be like a poster in a sense. So it's gonna be in a medium, and that's really one. And for others, there are other channels as well too who do like there's this whiteboard, small whiteboard. If they rated their channel, they would write like their name on it, and it's gonna be the celebration for it for the whole month. That is.
Hmm. That's really
That's
cool. I was also thinking of maybe doing something similar, like the poster kind of deal, with um, or like the shield thing, but for raiders. Like I would imagine like a shield would be like interesting to have for raiders, because the raiders, like the
yeah.
term raiders is just like kind of
Yeah,
like
because they're rated.
Viking-ish, right? So I'd be like, oh, that'd be
Yeah.
really cool if you had like whoever rated you like throughout the year write their names on the shield and be like, this is the raider shield.
Indeed. Or maybe it's the whole month. It really depends on what you prefer and maybe what it is. But
Yeah.
it's really a lot, really. You can have like the raids, you can have the subs, you can have like the donations. For me, for the donations, I have like this panel of the people, list of a list of names of the people who donated.
Liam Neeson will be
And
calling you soon.
yeah, and I don't know. There's a lot of creative ways you can do it. It really depends. Also, wait. By any chance, Roman, how long are we still gonna be? Is there
I
any more
was actually
questions?
gonna
Yeah.
wrap up. I was gonna ask one more
Ah, I see. I
question,
see. All
and
right, no
there's
worries.
like literally just one more question.
I see. No
Okay.
worries.
The last
Is it-
question is more so like, do you have any questions that you would like to either ask me or have me ask a future person on a podcast, like a question that I could add to the list that would like be something interesting to ask them? I don't know, something like,
Ah.
hey, have you masturbated today, or have you like pooped in the last 72 hours, or like
Oh my gosh. You know, dude, I was just discussing with someone because there's this streamer who's like
oh
18.
no, Ghost
So
is
he
showing
has
his
like
legs. Oh no.
oh
Hide.
my gosh. No.
We know he has legs. Ghost has legs confirmed. You saw it here.
Yeah. But yeah, basically there's this 18 plus streamer whose content is is somewhat like sus.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, uh, one of the things that I was shocked, no, not really shocked. The first time I heard it, it's like I was kind of shocked because but then again, that's their content. It's
Mhm.
basically someone from stream. They told them they just woke up, and then the streamer was like, "Oh, you just woke up? Then you're hard, right?" It's like what? I was like, "Whoa!" But they say that in like in Filipino. They say that in Tagalog. It's like,
Yeah.
"Kagising mo lang, matigas ka, no? Matigas ka pa? Are you still hard?" Something like that. It's like, huh?
You still hard, bro? I mean,
Are you still hard, bro? Are you
that's gonna
still
be
hard,
my
bro?
question now. It's gonna be like, so you hard right
So,
now? Like,
you hard right now?
are
It's
you
like,
hard right now?
but yeah, if ever like what I could ask, I'm gonna have you ask it to the next
Okay.
streamer. That is, uh, double it and give it to the next.
Double
Have you
it,
seen
yeah,
those
basically,
videos?
yeah.
Yeah, have you seen those videos? I've been laughing like double it and give it to the next. And then for me, if ever someone approach me for like a question, I'm gonna be like double it and give it to the next. And then like, they be like confused. Never let them know your next move.
So I'm like,
But yeah,
do,
yeah, continue with yours.
I was gonna be like, it's like, are you hard right now, or do you want to double it?
Double it. Give it to
What were you what were
Uh,
you gonna say?
but yeah, my question is for the next uh, podcast interviewee. Do note it, Roman. Wait. It's gonna be like, are you a different person on and off stream? See, that's a good question, right?
On and off of stream or camera/camera. And I'm gonna write your name in that ghost
Ghost in the show
in the
2069.
show. 2069 for 2069. Okay. All right, there we go. Haha. Okay, I added to the question list. Nice. All right. I think that's gonna be a thing I'm gonna have to start doing now. Is just asking people what's a question for the next person that they
Yeah.
want to know.
I mean, that's really, really interesting as well. I mean, you can ask me and then I could ask you as well. It's like, who is Roman the Russian off stream in the case?
It's
Actually, you
just
can just
me. I
like,
sit in a dark room.
yeah. I sit in a dark room, being hard on myself.
I sit alone in a in a dark room, in a desolate room filled with anger. Like, what's that song? He's like, I sit
uh,
alone in my room. I forget the name of the song. I'll find it.
yeah, you'll just remember it later on. But basically, you can rephrase it as well. It's like,
Hmm.
uh, you can make it like you don't have to. It's not gonna be like different persons. Like, what, what, what are you on off stream, Grabe? Who are you off stream? Let's say something like that, or uh, are you different compared to your personality off stream?
Hmm.
Because people like, let's say, hmm, there are like some. I'm not. It's not really just VTubers, but basically like there are some VTubers who like go in a high pitched voice, but later on
It's just a
they're just
large man.
maybe something like that. But basically, they're if you how do I say it? Because for some YouTubers or content creators,
Hmm.
they have like they're being they're getting that this vibe like they're an idol, right?
Hmm.
An idol basically. But later on, if you just meet them maybe IRL, they're just this normal person. They're this
Hmm.
everyday Joe that you meet on a daily basis. Uh, I mean they're unique in a sense, but they're just like us in a sense as well.
Hmm.
They're normal people in a sense. I mean, let's say if you meet a big Twitch streamer and then you meet them IRL, they're not really. I
They're
mean,
probably not gonna be
they're
super
they're big.
engaging in person. They're gonna be like, "Yeah, dude, what's up?"
Yeah. No, they're let's say they're not that. They're just chill in a sense, and then like they're real or for real, like something like that. I think if you see, was it fuck, I forgot their names. Basically a Valorant streamer
Mm-hmm.
who's really good fun with their community, and then off stream they're also like fun. Oh, there's like this person off stream as well, and they're more open and chill in a sense. But for I mean that's how it is. Cause for me, I see like yeah, I'm like Ghost in the Show on stream, but who am I like off stream? It's like I'm just this everyday person like doing stuff and then working out stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm. That's a good question. I like, you know what? I don't know why I didn't think of that. That's something would be so simple to ask somebody, but it never occurred to me.
Mm,
See,
yeah.
Ghost has the big brain. Ghost, here.
It actually I had just that idea as well for like Moxie monologues, a past podcast I had
Mm-hmm.
before, because what do I say? Initially, time to time, I'm not really have I don't have a split personality or anything. Time to times, like yeah, for me, I'm this engaging person on stream, but I'm like, what do you think I am? Am I an introvert, extrovert, or
You're
ambivert?
definitely you
Roman.
definitely hit me like you're an introvert off stream.
Yeah, it's like off stream. I'm like, fuck it. I just want to be alone. Like, don't bother me, yo. I don't, but when I kind of engage with people, I can talk. I can discuss things like that. But sometimes if my social battery is like super low, no, fuck it, dude. I'm not gonna entertain you. I'm gonna be myself in a way. And then I can haggle with other people like,
Mm-hmm.
hey yo, 5 pesos, 10 pesos. Kuya, pwede, in a sense, I can like make it lower, double down, stuff like that. But yeah,
All right,
that's how
awesome.
it is.
Do you have any closing statements? Like, what do you want to tell the viewers?
What do I
Uh,
tell the viewers?
yeah, drink their water.
Yeah, drink your water, refill your mags, and I have your names and my hit list. But yeah, basically to conclude, like a closing remark is like for me, for everyone out there, do support like the people around you, and hopefully, and that will definitely they will support you back in various ways. You never know, cause karma's a bitch, but also karma's sometimes a good bitch. Cause you can give and take, and then sometimes you'll receive as well in the long process.
Mm-hmm.
It will be good for you in a sense. Plus, oftentimes we need more kind people in the world. And it starts with you, basically. You can be the kind person yourself. You can be there, kind, and support someone and be nice. Support their dreams, support whatever passions they have. Go on social media, post whatever they're selling, and just like share that there may be a target audience for them somewhere else. Support their content in a sense. Check out their YouTube video, like their OnlyFans, subscribe, check out WikiFit and stuff like that. Why not? And
Check out Ghost in the Show's OnlyFans and WikiFeet page.
oh my gosh.
He has both. Is there do you want to share your like social media handles? Like shout yourself out, or
It's fine. I think it's already in the title as well.
it's
It's like
in the
at Ghost in
title?
the Show.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But
All
yeah.
right. Well, thank you, Ghost. I genuinely appreciate you coming in and talking to me and us, uh, as the
Me and
viewers.
us. It's a we thing.
Well, it's a we. It is not me. There's no I. It is an us, comrade. There's no individuality whenever it comes to communism. No, I'm just kidding. But thank you so much, Ghost. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate you. Uh, I hope you enjoy the rest of your
Thank you.
afternoon over there. I'm sorry this took so long.
Nah, it's actually fine. It's actually an adequate time for a podcast because oftentimes I would say it's
This
like
would have been a
the
little bit
podcast
faster.
range. It would be like an hour and 30 minutes to like 4 hours at most because
Mm-hmm.
later on if like it's like more than 4 hours like dude I'm tired about these questions like
Yeah.
Can we just move on?
Yeah.
That's
See-
it.
See, I tried to do stuff like 1 to 2 hours, like somewhere in there, because then I can cut it down and closer towards like 45 minutes. Like, to an hour. That way it just gives me plenty of room to edit. Once again, thank you everybody for stopping by. This is the end of the live stream here. Man, if you guys have any good questions that you would like for me to ask of the next podcast interviewee, post them in the comments below. Leave a like, ring that noti bell, subscribe, just the good stuff. Also follow Ghost in the Show on these social medias below. I'll post them down here.
Yeah, and then if you want to check out this podcast again, it'd be on YouTube.
Yuchichu.
Yeah, YouTube.
And that's the end of the video. Okay, bye.